Hey everyone, welcome to another edition of JB's Track Guide for Tuesday Thunder. Next week we're going to be in the WTCC 13 at Moscow Raceway Full, as chosen by Sticky and voted on by chat, I suppose, people that were left. Not a bad little car track combo. You just have to be careful of these front wheel drives. If you pick the BMW you won't have to worry about it, but the front wheel drives, a lot of torque understeer and wheel spin. They will chew tyres and very brake sensitive. No ABS and do like to lock them big time. So I'll show you my setup that I have, which is 85% brake pressure. Now I've got the brake bias all the way to 69. Found if you sort of any further back towards the rear, you'll lock the rears and you will be, especially down this back straight here, when you brake for the final corner, it will just turn around on you, something chronic, which I have found, so be mindful of that. Not so much with 69% brake pressure bias. I haven't had it do it to me since then. So we'll do show you the leaderboard. There's not too many people pop the leaderboard time on here, believe it or not. This is my second recording because I was halfway through the first recording and I just happened to beat old mate's time up there, but that's when Raceroom went down and I wasn't registering my lap time on the leaderboard. So once again, here we go. So I'll show you around the track. So about 140, you'll be in 6th gear. You want to be on the brakes in the 2nd gear, and you want to be sort of hitting that apex without hitting that ripple strip. Back on the power. And when we come up to this corner, just after the ripple strip on the right here is where you want to be braking, about there, and you want to be down to 4th gear and flow it through that corner, run it out a bit. Now before this double left-hander, or what I call double left-hander, you want to be 2nd gear, maybe 3rd if you want, minimise wheel spin like that to come through. Apex on the right over there, or ripple strip on the right. About here you want to be braking down to 2nd gear. Try and turn it in without hitting that sausage curb. You can do a quick short shift up to 3rd if you want. Try and grab these apexes and then you're hard on the throttle up into 5th gear before we get to this section. So 200 metre mark is where you want to sort of be on the brakes, sort of a braker lift and then a brake thing. You'll look at my meter down the bottom. 2nd gear through there. Try and hug this corner, and when you see the ripple strip on the right is where you want to be accelerating. Where the ripple strip ends on the right is where you want to be braking down to 2nd. Into 3rd. It's a bit of the way into that ripple strip on the right is where you want to be braking into 2nd gear, hugging the inside corner. Up to 3rd, 4th I think, yep. And then we pop it down to 3rd, flow it through here, try and get back out, and you can go down to 2nd, but you just watch the wheel spin coming out, and it's pretty, as soon as you come out of that corner you'll be back up into 3rd, and then down the back straight. So we'll start doing some times. The D-Finny up there is Dan's dad. Dan hasn't done a lap time yet because I believe he might be possibly away next Tuesday Thunder.
That was 212.16.
So you don't want to be giving this full brake pedal. I can give you the big red hot tip. here, 200 metre mark. So it's sort of just modulating brake pressure through that section. And you can hold it in third around here. And you want to be back down to second gear, give it a heap of lock. Just run it out a little bit wide. Down to third.
Okay, John, we're seeing lots of rear locking.
All the way up the gearbox.
Your lap time was 1:46.51. Sector 3 time is quick. Your front brakes are getting pretty
So
hot.
that was quicker than my, well, not my best lap I did in the last one, but it's going to be a little bit slower. But it is actually quicker. Oh, I've missed this brake point. Look at that. Things just lock up on you. That's no good.
Track limits, this lap will be deleted.
So half a second off the leaderboard. He's actually in a BMW.
We're seeing lots of rear brake locking.
So like I was saying in the at the start, these things eat tyres, absolutely eat them. So you might be factoring in a pit stop, so do a bit of practice on pit stops so you don't overcook it. Obviously in the leaderboard challenge it doesn't do that, it's just standard with 50 laps worth of fuel in. But yeah, these tyres will get hot. It'll start to lose grip. They wear out very quickly from the wheel spin. Let's pop a lap in. Get off the throttle then. You're going to be worn out after this race, boys, I can tell you. It's alright to cut laps, but do this in traffic.
You're locking your left rear.
It's just wheel spinning its head off. And if you can minimise that, you'll get a half decent lap time. But it's all about minimising it, but it's also being quick.
That lap time was 1:46.69. Sector 3 time is fast.
not really improving much here. Well, yeah, we're starting to go see a little bit of green. Now back to red. Sausage that up. Braked a bit too early.
Rear.
And that one. It's hard to get sort of a very, you can keep this car, you know, within 2/10 or 3/10 of a good time, but it's very hard just to get a really cracker time. And trust me, when you're battling around, you won't even be getting close to these lap times.
That was a 146.68. Sector 3 times okay.
Oh, that's better. And that isn't. Bloody hell. You nearly just skating that in on the rear brake through that gone.
Sector 1 is a 10th off your pace.
So your car choice is up to you. I think they're all pretty competitive, but we did a season like with these cars, like a Sunday sessions thing, and half the field was Ladas. They're just a little bit OP at some tracks. That's wide.
Alright John, we need to watch the track limits. We're seeing lots of left rear locking.
So you're still locking the rears.
Your water temperature looks quite high.
Can't do much about that, crew chief. Yeah, still locking the rears, even though I've got the brake bias way to the front. Still losing a little bit of time through the first couple of corners.
Your engine temperatures are looking better now.
Thank you. Just been revving the ring out of it. Ooh. Bloody notification come up. Maybe a Windows update or something.
Rear locking.
Sort of just distracted me a little bit. Sorry, trying to clear that. Oh, hang on.
Sector 2 is 0.35 off your best.
Just went to minimum screen then when I tried to go back to it. Sorry about that. Hopefully I won't do it again now. almost smell the tyres burning. Got on the power a little bit too early then. So there really is another
Sector 2 time is good.
4/10, I reckon, in this lap, because I've sort of lost and gained a little bit then.
Okay, John, your water temperature looks quite high. You've
There
just
we
done
are,
145.90. That's your quickest lap in this session.
I think I've said it before in other videos, like front wheel drive videos, Brody uses higher gears to minimise wheel spin, but
We're seeing lots of rear locking.
I really don't know how he gets the pace, because I like to be thinking that it's
Your engine
revving to
temperatures
get,
are okay. All clear on engine temperatures.
thinking that it's revving to go quicker, but I don't believe that's the case. So I'll do a couple more laps and I reckon that'll do me. Number 1 on the leaderboard there, so see if you can beat that with a standard setup. Quite a scruffy lap, or first half.
Your lap time was at 145.74. Sector 3 time is fast. Okay, John, you're locking your rears a lot.
I'm pretty sure this is nearly as quick as I'll probably be able to go. And it wouldn't matter really how much practice I did. I'll do one more. It's a tiny bit up.
That last lap was at 145.71. Sector 3 is a 10th off your best. 2/10 off your best in sector 1. We're seeing lots of left rear locking.
So if I don't blow the last corner, this is going to be very quick.
Your sector 2 time is quick.
Quick as middle sector. There we go.
That lap was a 1:45.
So there it is.
Good lap. That's your quickest today.
1:45.54. So it went from being 8/10 off the leader there, Alexander, to being 4/10 in front. So yes. Alright, I hope this video helps you. Just try and be nice and precise with the car. That's all I can recommend, to be honest. Yeah, so we shall see yous all next week for another video. Take care now. Bye bye.